Herbs and their aromatic properties. We talked a little bit about it with your mom being really into the aromatherapy aspect. Could you share some of your favorites in terms of like calming, invigorating? We talked about the nervines, but in terms of aromatic.
Yeah. Well, so lavender is one of our favorites, right? So interestingly enough, like lavender, I always thought of lavender as an essential oil, but I actually started using it probably about 10 to 12 years ago more in my sleep tonics too.
Okay.
You know, so it doesn't taste good, but it actually to lavar means to wash out, right? So it calms down the brain, kind of gets some of the the stuff that we don't need to hear about, right? But it's those volatiles those volatile oils you're speaking about are so powerful to help rest and relax and actually support the nervous system. But those volatiles also in chamomile, in catnip, in peppermint, like they really help to calm the stomach. So I do have one recommendation. Yeah. I'm not a huge, put essential oils in everything, to take internally.
Right.
But when you make your teas, there's a couple different things. When you make a really good herbal remedy tea, first of all, you want to use more herbs than they say.
Okay.
So on my packaging, it's a tablespoon per cup. My daughter the other day, she said she ripped up a traditional medicinal tea bag, and she's like, "Mom, I poured it in there, and there was like this much herb. How many tea bags do I really need to use?" I'm like, 3, for a really medicinal cup.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that you need to cover it, right? You want to keep those volatile oils in.
I see.
So, right? So a lot of people
That's
put
the
their
purpose
little
of the
tea
steeping.
bag. Yeah, so they put their little tea bag in, and then the volatiles are flying around. And yes, it smells beautiful in your home, but you're not keeping the medicine in the water
that's
for you
fascinating.
to drink.
Now that's something I didn't really put together.
Yeah.
In terms of my tea steeping.
Yes.
Or why I've been told to cover it. I now get it.
Yeah. So you want to keep those in, and then you're getting those properties in your tea. And then I'm just going to say this. My last little tip is steep it for longer than what those boxes say.
Okay.
So, because the longer you let it steep, the more medicine you're pulling out into your water that you're going to get to drink. So if you have a whole bunch of tea bags at home, no problem. But I bet you will find that your cup of tea will work so much more efficiently. Put 3 tea bags in, So I tell people, if you're on the road and your tummy hurts or whatever, and you go down to the hotel, grab a couple chamomiles and a peppermint and put 3 tea bags in your cup and make sure to cover it. And that'll help your stomach in a way that you've never experienced before.
So it's part of your travel bag.
Yes.
Some tea bags.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
You mentioned